just about making sure the young guys know that, hey, there's going to be ups and downs in every football game, and there's going to be hecklers. There's going to be guys talking behind you and stuff like that. We're going to be on the bench. The crowd is going to be about 10 feet away from us, maybe even less, talking their noise. But we have to stay focused on what we do, and if we handle our business, everything else will take care of itself.
And how was Coach Yenzer his first game week? What was he like? How did he switch gears?
Honestly, Coach Yenzer, he's a pretty steady guy. He's not a big rah-rah guy. He's more steady. He understands. He's a professional. He understands. We know what we need to do and how we need to execute it.
Good stuff, Kenneth. Thank you.
Of course.
You've got some experience with a quick change and from the bowl game last year. How does that help you in this scenario this week?
Honestly, it helps because I've been out there before, but this is a new team, new atmosphere. But I'm just ready to do whatever the team requires, and I'm honored that the coaches trust me to be able to show my versatility.
Yeah, for a guy for somebody who would watch a game and just say, well, offensive lineman, your job is just to block this guy. Why does cohesiveness matter when coaches talk about that?
It matters because football is the ultimate team game. If 10 guys out of the 11 guys are not doing what they're supposed to do, the play might look worse than it actually was, but we all need to understand that 11 guys need to be on the same page at the same time. And it's the same thing about the offensive line. If 3 or 4 guys are doing the right thing and one is doing the wrong thing, bad things will happen. So we just need to make sure we're locked in with our chemistry with each other and making sure that we know exactly where we're going to be and what we need to do.
I was going to say, does a good line have chemistry? Like, do you know what the other guys are doing? Like what does that look like?
So it looks like, I believe the stats speak for themselves when we have a good offensive line. I feel like when there's a close chemistry with the offensive line, everything else just plays in part because I know what the guy at the left and the right of me is going to do.
Kenneth, you're one of a rare commodity. Your Kentucky player knows what it takes to beat Florida, unlike some guys in the past. What kind of confidence do you guys take from that?
We're very confident. We're confident in our team, but we're mostly confident in our preparation. Confidence, Coach Stoop says it all the time, confidence comes from your preparation. And, when you have good practice habits, when you have good film study habits, when you're working hard in the classroom, in the weight room, all those habits transfer over to the field.
And that's camp frustrating for you? I mean, we talk about the cohesion that so many offensive linemen were out and weren't able to play with each other. Just what was that process like for you getting back?
I can't lie, it was frustrating, and because I wanted to be out there with my guys so bad, I wasn't really able to practice really all of camp, but it's just I have the utmost faith in the guys, and we all understand that next man up mentality, but the coaches have confidence, I have confidence in all the guys on the depth chart, 1, 2s, 3s, it doesn't matter. They're here because Coach Stoops, Coach Yenzer, and the rest of the coaches believe that they have the ability and they have what it takes to be successful in the SEC and on the big blue wall, so it doesn't matter.
What were you telling Jagger during that process? It seems like you played really well while you were out, just encouraging and teaching him. What were your kind of lessons to him?
My lesson to him was just to have fun, play football. At the end of the day, football is football, Don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it. Just go out there, do what you're supposed to do. The coaches wouldn't put you out there if they didn't think you had what it takes. So just go out there, have fun, play fast, and just play some football.
Do you keep that same mentality when you go out on the road? Florida obviously a lot different environment for you guys rather than this past Saturday.
Yes, sir. The biggest thing is not to worry about the crowd noise, because if you're worrying about the crowd, you're not worrying about what's on the field. At the end of the day, like I said, football is football. We have to be able to lock in on our assignments no matter where we're at if we want to get to where we want to get to.
Coach Stoops oftentimes earlier in the press conference Saturday said that communication was the thing you guys were going to focus on. How well do you and Jagger communicate on that left side together?
This was our first time together over on the left side, but I believe we communicated well. It's just about continuing to establish that chemistry. But Jagger's a great player. He knows what to do, and I'm just happy that we're able to just work good together.
I'm sorry if you've already been asked this, but how is this process any different than the process leading into the Citrus Bowl, getting ready to play at left tackle?
Honestly, there's not really much of a difference. It's just about focusing on your assignment, focusing on your technique, and just focusing on what the team requires.
Is it that much more of a different job, just moving one side, one spot over on the offensive line?
One of the great things about this offense is that either if you're at tackle, guard, our center, our combinations are our combinations. You know, of course, there's being able to set edge rushers and things like that, but there's a lot of similarities across the line. There's just subtle differences between the spots. So that's one of the good things about Coach Gang and Coach Yenzer's offense is that there's a lot of cohesion, that there's a lot of similarities between all 5 spots.